Hello, folks. This is Victor here, and you are watching the program Hall of Shame. This is our second episode, and on today's episode, we'll be talking about uncompleted buildings. Have you ever wondered? Look around and ask yourself why so many uncompleted buildings in Ghana? And it marvels me because usually I ask myself, why is this going on in this century? We're in the 21st century, and we can learn so many things from people who have gone through the exact process that we are currently in, or we currently find ourselves in. To me, it is waste of resources. It is waste of time. It is waste of money. It is waste of productivity and everything else you can ever think about. Because I still, it marvels me that today we still go around doing the same old things that people used to do in maybe 100, 2 or 300 years ago. Today, people have adopted a better way of building houses. So I really don't understand that a country like Ghana we still go through the same process as you buy your piece of land, and then you gradually build it, which is a waste of time and money and resources. Because if let's say if you buy a piece of land and you decide to build this house, and some of these houses or some of these uncompleted buildings have been in this process for more than 10, 15, or 20 years, and it has never been completed. And so you can imagine the amount of money that has been put into this kind of project, and then it never gets to the end of it. So I think that this is a really serious issues that Ghana as a country, we need to look at it and deal with it. Because whether we're looking at it from individual's perspective or as a country as a whole, it is really a waste of resources. Because if you put, let's say, 100,000 Ghana cedis into a project, and you never finish this project, and this project has been there for 10 years being wasted, then what is the use of it? You might ask, well, if, for example, we have a system where people can borrow money, or even there's a group of businesses which takes care of this entire process as acquiring the land, building the houses. Either they want to lease it or on a mortgage basis where these houses are being sold to the public, and we pay it in installment. It will make sense, other than me putting money buying the land, trying to build the house in a gradual process, which sometimes for some reason I'm not able to find enough money to finish the project. And so I think that this is a huge problem which is affecting Ghana, because if we look around, the entire country is full of uncompleted buildings. And so I think that it is time for us to look at this problem and find a better solution, because once we go about it in the right direction, I think that it's going to save us a lot of money. Because if let's say if a company builds a house and then give it to me on mortgage basis where I'm paying this, eventually, even if I don't want to live in this house, it's already completed, and so I can decide to rent it out and make something out of it, rather than trying to build this house on my own, when at one point in time I'm not able to finish it, so the house become a standstill, where it's not being used, and it's just waste of money and resources. And so I think that the time has come for us to look at this in a better way. I understand that this is a huge problem because it comes with a lot of issues. For example, we've had issues whereby people are selling multiple lands to single land to multiple people. This is a huge problem in Ghana. We also have issues whereby people start building the house and they never finish it, and gradually this house gets gets destroyed for some reason. Because if you are building a house and for 10 years, 15 years, you are not able to finish it, then obviously all that money that you've put into this building has been wasted. And there probably might be a lot of other reasons why we should look at this problem and have to find a lasting solution to it. And so some of the things that I think that I can suggest is that we need to have a system whereby we give, of course, I understand this is a huge problem because we are talking about a lot of people involved in this whole land issues. We're talking about chiefs. Chiefs basically in Ghana today, they don't have any power, and the only power that they have now is the lands that they actually have. And so for us to tell them to give away the little that they also have seems to be a bigger issue in Ghana. And so I think that it is time for us to call all parties or interested parties or people who are involved in all this arrangement to sit down, find a better and a lasting solution so that we can deal with this issue. Because if we keep going this way, I think that it is going to affect our next generation. For example, if we look at Accra at its current stage, the sprawling, I mean, eventually, apparently, as it stands now, there's not any available land within Accra itself. We've already spread so much that we're actually going into Volta region, part eastern region, and even central region. And so it is time that we look at this problem and find a better solution so that at the end of the day, when every in fact and once we find a better solution, I think that everybody is going to benefit. Chiefs are going to benefit, businesses are going to benefit, investors are going to benefit, and also individuals who put their money into it are going to benefit. Because even if I put my money in and I'm still not able to complete it, I know that a company or the government or some form of institutions might complete the entire process for me. I can start living in the house or even renting it out, making some money out of it, instead of starting the building and then at one point in time I'm not able to finish it. So the entire project become a standstill, which is I'm not using it and all the money that I've put into the building has been wasted. All right. And so today, this is what I am proposing, that it is time for us to look at our building ethics, the way we build houses, the entire process into it, and find a better way that is going to help us manage this situation. Because once we do that, it makes the entire country well managed. It looks more beautiful, and as well as saving us resources, money being wasted, and other things. And so, if you have any ideas or if you have anything that you believe that these are some of the things that as a country we all need to do, please leave your comments below. And if it's your first time of watching us, this is a program called Hall of Shame. And so where we bring ideas that we think that these are things that we should be doing but we are not doing, and so we can all communicate and have a discussion about some of this issue. And so this is Victor here. You've been watching the program Hall of Shame. Thank you for watching, and if you want to hear more of these interesting topics, please click the button below, the subscribe button below, so that once we have a new recording you'll be able to get it. And so folks, this brings us to the end of today's program. You've been watching GH Hall of Shame. Hope to get in touch with you on our next episode. Thank you very much and stay tuned.